Even armed with all that evidence, the prosecution still has to prove the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, who was chased down and shot to death in broad daylight while he was jogging in a Georgia neighborhood. They have to prove that brutal crime was motivated by hate. But this is more than a legal story, though it is that. It is that. It is about justice for all, black, white, brown. But it's also about the America that we live in. The America where every day there are people who feel completely free to speak hate, to text it to each other. And they don't do it right out in the open. Sometimes they do, but usually they don't. To make jokes loaded with it, to laugh about it. It's the kind of everyday hate that doesn't always end up in court. But it's there just the same, infecting our country. Now, as I said, I'm going to read you some of the text messages that the prosecution introduced today. Now, I have to warn you, they're full of offensive, racist language. There's this text exchange. It's between Travis McMichael and a friend, a random, ordinary exchange talking about a local Cracker Barrel restaurant. The friend texting McMichael, and I quote here, "This Cracker Barrel up here is full of some other kinds of people." McMichael replying, and remember, I'm quoting here, "Need to change the name from Cracker Barrel to NWord bucket." Except they didn't write NWord. They wrote the full word. And it's that tough for you to hear. If that is tough for you to hear, if you're offended by that, well, you should be. There's another text message between McMichael and a friend from March 16, 2019, discussing his new job and why he liked that he didn't work with black people. And I quote again, "They ruin everything. That's why I love what I do. Not an N-word in sight." In your head. Didn't say N-word. Wasn't that cute. Casual racism. Right out there in the open. And then there's the WhatsApp message between William Roddy Bryan and a friend after Bryan discovered his daughter was dating a black man. That's no, right? This message dated February 19th. This is 2020. February 19th, 2020. Just 4 days before Ahmaud Arbery was murdered. Quote, "Yeah, she has her N-word now. I've been calling that for a while now. Not surprised." Casual racism. Ahmaud Arbery's family didn't want a plea deal for his killers in the hate crime trial. And with all that, you can certainly understand why.
What I thought all along was true, that Travis killed Ahmaud, not because Ahmaud had committed a crime, it was because Ahmaud was black, and because Travis was truly a racist.
It's just really a shame that they got that much hate in them for African American people. It's just really a shame. Man, that's a sickness.
Strong words from Ahmaud Arbery's family. Those words in that courtroom today are a sickness. They're like poison. How do those words land when you hear them? For people who look like me, it's like the words are slapping you in the face. The hate, the racism, right? Again, it's so offensive because, as I was saying to Laura earlier, when you hear people, they don't want to teach about racism in school, they don't want people to hear the full thing. Imagine how offensive it is for black kids in school to learn about slavery. But the whole idea is so white kids won't be offended or feel bad when they hear about it.
Fuck are you talking
It's kind of
about?
the same thing with that word. Makes people feel better when you say N-word. But that's not what people call you.
Makes who feel better? What
People
the
actually call
fuck
you.
are you talking about?
It's not surprising.
Ugh,
It's still shocking.
fuck
And all this
off.
comes as outrage is growing over a video showing what happens when police break up a fight between a black teen and a white teen in a New Jersey mall. The video shows the boys arguing. Fingers are pointed. Punches are thrown. So the black teen ends up on the ground. 2 Bridgewater Township police officers arrive. A female officer pulls the white teen away and pushes him to the couch without handcuffs, while the other officer presses the black teen to the ground, kneels on his back, the female officer coming over to kneel on the teen's upper back while they place him, and only him, in handcuffs. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy saying, quote, the appearance of what is racially disparate treatment is deeply disturbing. The county prosecutor's office is investigating this, and we're going to have much more on this tonight when I talk to that black teen, his mother, and their attorney, Ben Crump.
Oh, who else?
And there's news of another big legal
Holy
case
shit.
tonight. President Joe Biden rejecting his predecessor's latest attempt to keep records from his administration under wraps. This time it's White House visitor logs, including appointments for individuals allowed into the White House complex on January 6th. The National